tomorrow. Don't worry.
All right. Okay, okay. Yeah, so since we're meeting for the very first time, so I think we should introduce to ourselves. Would you mind to
Yeah, of course.
introduce yourself?
Of course, I would love to give my introduction to other people, because from introduction also we can learn something. We can learn how to introduce yourself. Okay. So
Yes.
yes. So as you can see that my name is Piyali De and I am from West Bengal, and I have completed post graduation in English, and currently I am pursuing my B.Ed. And apart from that, as I already told you, that I teach two students. So I have two students, I give them home tuition, and recently I have created YouTube channel. I am uploading these kind of conversational videos there. If I talk about my hobbies, then in my free time I like to paint some pictures. I like to paint some pictures. I like to paint some pictures, and apart from that, I love to watch movies, and I love to listen to music. These all are my hobbies. So that's
Wow,
all
that's
about
really
me.
great. That's great. I'm so glad to know this thing. You have different
Yeah,
kinds of hobbies. That's great. But do you want me to introduce?
yeah. I already know you, but if you want to give introduction, then you can give me. Like,
No,
I
if
have
you
no
know
issue.
about me, that's okay.
Okay,
Because I
okay.
just
I
wanted to
already,
know.
yeah, I know. I already know about you. Even I have listened the whole story. Okay, so what would
Okay,
you
that's
like to
great.
discuss today?
We can discuss about the anything, whatever you prefer, about the life, about the English, whatever you just prefer. I'm ready to go for it. Do you have any question in
Okay,
your mind?
so I have heard that you are teaching some students. You are giving them spoken English classes. So I just want to know that how did you start? Because I also want to start spoken English classes. I want to teach students, as I am intermediate now. So whatever I have learned, I want to teach them. So but I don't know how to start, and from where I can I can teach them, like which kind of things at first I should teach them. I just would love to I would love to know about that.
Okay, yeah, sure. It's a great question. So yeah, I started my journey in 2023, the last month of 2023. And to be honestly, I
Mhm.
just had lots of self-doubt. I was also in intermediate level. I was not good at speaking that time. So there was one thing in my mind. I really wanted to earn money. I really wanted to bear my cost myself. And that time teaching
Mhm.
was not my passion. It was literally not my
Mhm.
passion, but just because I just wanted to do it. So that time I was thinking I'm not good enough in this language. I need to I can improve myself more and more. So I just said no. I will start it now, and I will good at on the way. It's okay. Whatever my level is, I will start teaching. So what did I
Mhm.
did what did I do? I started teaching in offline. In offline.
Mhm.
Firstly, I started from offline. So that time I had lots of self that what will I teach? I don't have any content and anything.
Mhm.
What will I teach to the
Mhm.
student? So what did I do?
Mhm.
I said whatever I know so far, whatever my
Mhm.
experience of learning this language, I will just give it to them,
Mhm.
right? So yeah, so I started teaching to. There was my first student was he was sixth and seventh. He would study
Mhm.
in sixth and seventh grade.
Mhm.
Then after
Mhm.
I just got a call. Then I started after I started YouTube channel. So I started getting lots of messages like they just want to join. They just want to learn this language. And she
Mhm.
was my first student when I got in online. So she was chartered account. And I was
Mhm.
so furious, like how can I teach any chartered account? I'm just intermediate level. I'm not good at this language that much. So I just
Mhm.
told to myself, no, Yasmin, this is just your fear. You will have to do
Yeah.
it.
Yes.
And God
Yeah.
wants to give you the God have given you an opportunity. So you can't say
Mhm.
no. Even though I had lots of self-doubt inside me, I can't teach, I'm not that much good enough. But I started taking classes. I just started taking classes to her. And just within 1 month, she just, I can say, and gave me the feedback. It just been 1 month. And she just told
Mhm.
me that I improved not only my English, but also my communication skill and in my personal, I can say, life there where I was going through something.
Mhm.
So I just helped, while I was talking, so I would try to make that kinds of conversation so that she could also try to heal herself. She was going through in her
Mhm.
life, personal life. So she was
Mm-hmm.
really able to connect with me. Even now we are connected to each other. It's been 6 months.
Yeah.
And she
Yeah.
really feels connected with me. She just told me, I don't know, as long as I am, I don't want to leave you. Because I can see the drastic
Mm-hmm.
changes. Even though you are younger than me. I'm
Mm-hmm.
younger. I was younger 10 years. Yeah, 10 years. She was older than me.
Mm-hmm.
10 years. Yeah.
Okay.
So there
Okay.
was 10 years of gap. So I was thinking, no, how can I twist to anyone? And from there, I just got the experience and I got the confidence.
Mm-hmm.
If I can teach to any CA student, so I can teach to anyone, right? Because
Yeah.
she has passed,
Yes.
yeah, yes. So from there, I got the experience. I started getting the opportunity by God's grace. And from there, I just
Mm-hmm.
got lots of students. I started teaching and offline and online. But most of the time, I teach online because I prefer online. This is, I can say, convenient for me. And I can say I started improving myself. I made my own course. What all the things should I need to give to the student? So that because what happens, they just think like that. I don't want to go so much deep in grammar. So
Mm-hmm.
that yeah. So for that, I just
Okay.
made my own my own strategies. Like what all the things should I teach to them? What all the things should be in the class so that they could take their English to the next level. So I made my own course for spoken English within 2 months, and I just started my journey. Now it's keep on going on.
Okay. So you, as you said that you are teaching online, so which platform you use? Is it on Google Meet, or like is it like group discussion? Like lots of people join in a group and you teach them like that?
No, it is Google Meet. I teach on Google Meet.
Okay. So that means lot of students are there. They join, like you share the link, and then they join, and then you start teaching, right? Okay. So
Yeah,
this is
actually,
how you
firstly
are
I just add them on
like.
WhatsApp. I add them the WhatsApp,
Mhm.
and then I just send them the link, and they join me.
Okay. It's really good that you have gathered students, but I am not getting students. Even like recently I have created a YouTube channel, so people don't know about me, I think. That is why. But like I'm asking you that what kind of things you are teaching them? Is it grammar, or grammar, spoken English, or personality development, or something like that? Like professional English is also there. I mean, for job interviews, like are you teaching those kind of English?
Actually, yeah, it's a
How to
combination
prepare?
of both things. It's a combination. I just teach them how to work on their like communication skill, how to talk with anyone. Like there are lots of things. Now in speaking, they know
Mm,
how to speak English, but they feel reluctant while talking with someone. So I just help them to improve their communication skill. I help them to build a confidence. I help them to remove the hesitation and shyness, right? I help them to talk and like give their speech in front of the even there are thousands of people. So there are some
mm,
sort of I can say techniques that they can use, and I also help them if they are going through any personal things in their life, how to
okay.
tackle with any situation.
Okay. Like, do you teach them any sentence structure? Like, there is a sentence structure that I don't feel like. For example, if you want to say those kind of sentences, suppose you are not feeling like to do something. For example, I don't feel like going to school. I don't feel like eating rice. I don't feel like playing football. Like this kind of sentence structures, do you provide them? I'm asking you.
Yes,
Actually, I would love to know about that. Like, so that I also
exactly.
can teach them.
Yes. So in
Okay,
my
okay.
I can say
I have seen.
in my course what I teach about first in sentence like tense. Then after I just help them to work on their vocabulary, phrasal verbs,
Mm-hmm.
conditional sentences, and
Mm-hmm.
causative verbs and advanced structure. As you told me right now, no? So I teach them advanced structure and some ready-made sentences. And I think these
Okay.
all the things is sufficient to speak English. The rest of the thing that doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
these are sufficient. Yeah. Even when I started speaking in English language, I did not know about these causative verbs and all. But even though I have completed post graduation in English, but the thing is that there also I did not get chance to speak in English language. So I just learned some grammar from class 9 to 12. In English honors there is no grammar. So like I forgot most of the things I forgot, and when I started speaking English language, I did not need to learn grammar separately. Grammar came by itself. Even I
Exactly.
have
When you
watched
start
YouTube
learning,
videos. I have watched a lot of YouTube videos, and from there I have just cleared my concept of grammar. And after that, I started speaking in English language.
yeah, exactly, it happens. So I also believe in speaking, grammar is must, but we should never go so much deep in grammar.
Yeah,
If you want to,
actually,
if you want to write something, then it is. I can. If you want to give an example for anything, that it is like compulsion. But
yeah.
in speaking, it is not that much. I can. So we should never go so much deep in grammar.
Mm-hmm. Only basic grammar is important for speaking in English language, to speak in English language. Um, because I know a lot of grammar, there is vast knowledge of grammar in English, but we don't need to learn all the grammars for that. Just only few things we need to know. And few these things are like this basic grammar is enough for speaking in English language. Like after knowing basic grammar, we can start. For example, where to use am, is, are, tense, active and passive voice. These kind of grammars are enough.
Exactly, and I think the bone of the English is I can feel like the voice modulation. I feel like
Yeah,
voice modulation is extremely important because we English is a language. The way we speak Hindi, so that we should speak English in the same way. There should be feeling. Suppose I'm talking to you, right? And I just want to express myself. So there should be feeling, right?
mm,
So that you could connect
obviously
with me.
otherwise the opposite person will feel that a robot is talking to me, not human being, right? So,
Exactly.
so even when I started speaking in English language, I used to speak in English language in a robotic way. Like people used to comment me that he was speaking in robotic way. Because at that time I was not that much fluent, so I spoke robotically. I would speak robotically because I was not able to form sentences. I used to take a long time to speak one sentence. So that is why people people would comment me that he was speaking like a robotic way.
Yes, it should not go so much fast. It should not go so much slow. There should be a flow, right? So
There
that
should
it
be
could make our English effective. It could make us an effective speaker.
yeah, even so that the
Yeah,
opposite person can understand, opposite person with whom we are having conversation, they should understand whatever we are trying to express.
exactly. And I also believe. I think
The
like
purpose
I
of
was the
having
same.
communication.
Yes,
This is the purpose of having communication, having conversation with others, to make them understand your feelings, thoughts, and ideas.
exactly. This is also a communication skill. Suppose I'm talking to you and you are not able to
Yeah,
understand me exactly the same thing that I want to make you understand. So I may take it wrong that you are not able to understand me. This is your fault. But this is not your fault. This is my fault just because I'm not able to make you understand exactly the
yeah,
same thing
obviously.
that I want to make you understand.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Yeah.
true. And one more
Okay,
thing is
so
that, yeah, please
yeah.
go ahead.
No, sorry,
Yeah, you were saying
you
something.
carry on. No, I'm not saying anything.
No, I was saying that when we have conversation with other people, we have to have like keep in mind that the opposite person with whom I am going to talk, or about the topic which I am going to talk to that people, that person, about the topic, I have to have a clear idea. Otherwise, we will not be able to have a healthy conversation. Because suppose I am talking, I am discussing a topic with a person, but I don't have clear idea, I don't have any knowledge about that topic, then definitely, no matter how much fluent we are in English, we will not be able to have a healthy conversation with the person.
Exactly. And I also believe it's not about opposite gender. It's about if I'm talking to you, right? We are the same gender.
Mm.
So we need to keep in mind what to
No,
talk
I
and
don't say
how to
gender.
talk.
I don't say gender. I don't say gender. I say that person, opposite person.
Okay, yeah. So it's all about firstly whether I'm talking to anyone, right? So we should have also a clear like what to talk and how to talk. So if we
Yeah.
have confidence on our topic, we can talk to anyone.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a big deal, right? So that can also give us the confidence also that I'm already
Okay.
aware about this topic, so I can talk to anyone.
Mm-hmm. So you said that you had two students at first and you were teaching them offline, not online. On offline mode, you were teaching them.
Yes.
So
Actually,
so nowadays
I'm just because
nowadays
I belong to a small town, so there is no any environment like that. I don't focus that much on on like offline that much. I can say I just love to teach
so
in
okay, all the
online.
whatever students you have, like they all are taking classes on Google Meet application, and you are giving them online classes. Like I am saying that like how you are gathering students, like from YouTube, like in YouTube you got such kind of comments that I want to take classes from you, like that. Did you?
Yeah, I got a student. I got a student from YouTube, and I am just connected to some, I can say, tutor who's also in the same journey. So she provide me the student, and I to teach to like their students also.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay, that's good, that's
yeah.
good. Okay, I also love to teach students because in my village there are a lot of children, lot of students are there. They don't know how to speak in English language. Even they don't understand the importance of English. They only know, as I'm from West Bengal, so they only know Bengali language and they speak in Bengali language. So I just want to spread this English language to them so that they can also learn English and they can also do something in future, because English is very important nowadays. It's a global language, and like in this era of globalization, like we need to learn English, because if you want to connect to the whole world, English is the only language which we can use to connect with them. But and one more thing is that even in India, not every people know Hindi language. So English is important here. If you talk about South Indian people don't know Hindi language. So if you want to go South India, then also you have to know English language to like talk to them. So
Exactly,
English
and
is
I have also some students who are from India, right? They don't know how to speak Hindi. So that's why I
yeah,
think it's very important. It's
South
very
India.
important
Yeah.
to know this language. And these days, everything is English language. We can't escape even if we
Everything.
want.
Most of the office works are done in English language. Most of the jobs are done in English language because lot of international jobs are there. For example, you have to join call international calls and you have to talk to them in English language. So for getting a job also English is very important nowadays. So yeah, we all have to learn English. But I want to teach students, but like I'm not getting students. They're not interested. They don't know the importance of English.
Okay, so you can connect. You
I
can
think
just,
I
I can
I
make
have
your pamphlet.
Yeah, so I think I have to give advertisement, that's like I have to make a poster and I have to attach those posters on the walls, so that they can know about me that I know English. Even you will not believe that in my area nobody can speak in English. In my area, I mean in my village, nobody can speak in English apart from me. I am the only one who have started learning this language.
Wow, that's
And
really great.
even not everyone knows about my YouTube channel and all. Even though I have shared the links with some of them, so some students, some people know, but not each and everybody. I have already a student. I am teaching her English, but this is academic English, not spoken English. Like, I am teaching her the only English subject. But when I say that, why don't you learn spoken English? She does say that, oh, hey, it's not important. Like after growing up, I will start learning, not now. But from the childhood, they are not eager to learn this language. But if they speak
So,
from the child, they will be an advanced speaker in future.
so you
I
can
have
start
started.
like, you can start from the
Yeah.
pamphlet. You just distribute the pamphlet, and you will get the student who like really wants to learn this language.
Yeah.
You will definitely, when you get 2 to 3 students, now it will give you the confidence. You will feel like to
Mm-hmm.
go ahead in this journey, right? So likewise,
Mm-hmm.
when you are not getting the student, you might feel demotivated. You might feel, no, it's not for me. I can't get this student. So first, you need to take yourself out, right? Because as it is called now, you can't win if you don't begin. Okay,
Yeah,
just make it
obvious.
happen.
I have to begin at least with one student. Otherwise, I will not be able to grow. I have thought many times that in future I will open spoken English institution and I will teach them spoken English. But it's it is time taking, like it will take time. It's a time taking process. Like we can't do it overnight. Like it's learning a language is also same like that. Like suppose when I started speaking English language, I could not learn this language overnight. I took a long time to learn this language. So whatever you want to achieve, like if you want to get something big in future, bigger in future, then you we have to wait for the time.
Exactly. We should have to have patience. And wherever you find yourself today, right? I was the same person. I would find myself in the same, I can say, situation. I would feel like I don't know how will I get this student because in my surrounding, no one is speaking English and no one even
Mhm.
try to learn this language. They don't want to learn
Yeah,
this
my
language.
situation also same like
Yes.
that.
Yeah. So I was thinking, how can I like, I want to teach to the student, but how will I get this student? So you don't
Mm.
need to think about that thing. You just start it. You just begin it, right? Begin it, and you will definitely good like get a student on the way. Just start it now.
Mhm.
Every day, just try to take a small step towards it.
Yeah, yeah. And while I will be teaching, I can also learn something because teacher is also a learner. Like teachers
Exactly.
also learn new things daily because learning is never ending process. Learning is never ending. I will learn them. They will learn and they can also teach me. No matter that just because they are students, they can't teach me. If I make any mistakes, they will show me that ma'am, you made these mistakes and this is the correct. So this process is like give and take.
Exactly. And I would do this. I would do the same thing. Whatever I would learn, I would teach to the student, and it would help me
Mhm.
to implement the things. And I think this is
Yeah.
the best thing. You are learning and you are teaching, and by teaching, you are getting the money as well. So two things is
Okay.
going simultaneously.
Okay, I have another question for you. That is,
Sure.
what kind of things you practiced to improve your English? I mean, what kind of methods you followed and what kind of techniques you followed to improve your English?
Actually, to be honestly, these days I don't follow any to what.
Mm. No, when you started speaking in English language at that time, your video is paused.
Am I visible now?
Yeah, you are visible now.
Okay. So
You are
to be
visible
honestly,
now.
I don't. Yeah. So what I do, like, I just love to watch videos. So I love to watch podcast
Mm-hmm.
videos, and as well as while I'm teaching to the
Mm-hmm.
student. So most of the time I speak in English. I very rarely I use
Mm-hmm.
my mother tongue. Right. So two things is going
Okay.
simultaneously, and whatever I'm teaching, if I'm giving them the new vocabulary, so whatever I learn, I just give them the vocabulary. So that is also helping me to improve myself. So
Yeah.
I
Okay.
don't have to put that much effort. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, this is really very good. Actually, no, when we learn something and when we share it with others, then we can remember it forever. We will never forget that because we are learning as well as we are teaching, and we are discussing while teaching. We are explaining those things while teaching the students. So definitely, it's a great process, like great process to practice English because whatever if you learn and if you deliver those whatever you have learned, so it is like you will never forget those things whatever you have learned.
Exactly.
It
Exactly.
will keep in
That's
our
true.
mind forever. For example, in the class also teachers teach the same things for years and years, so like automatically they become experienced on those particular topic and on those particular books.
Exactly. And that was also in my mind. Like that the way you were saying, I would also feel very underestimated. I would think I am not good enough. But there was in
Mhm.
my mind like every master was once a disaster, right? Just
Yeah,
because I'm not that much good in English right now, but by learning, right, over and by doing the practice, I will be good at this thing. So while I'm
yeah.
teaching, I'm not only teaching, I'm also learning.
Mhm.
Yeah, so
That's
just
really
you should also start. Yeah.
yeah, that's really good. Yeah, I have to also do like that, but I have exam within 1 month, so after completing my exam, definitely I will try that. Definitely I have to teach students, I have to fulfill my dreams.